Hi, I'm Kevin Thompson, editor of Cal-OSHA Reporter. Following the deaths of 7 California workers last year in confined space incidents, Cal-OSHA has embarked on a program to bring that total to 0 in 2012. To kick off the new special emphasis program, the Division of Occupational Safety and Health held a news conference at the Oakland Fire Department's training center. The event included a mock confined space rescue to demonstrate how difficult and time-consuming such rescues are. The message? Create your own defensible spaces.
We're here today because we saw too many deaths last year and in the past years from confined space tragedies.
Cal-OSHA says the biggest problem it has identified in its investigations of confined space incidents is that many employers don't even recognize that they have confined space hazards and the dangers they pose.
This is across industries, big and small.
A good confined space program, Widess says, is one where an employer identifies and marks all potential spaces in its workplace, institutes a comprehensive training program so workers and supervisors know how entries are supposed to happen, and has an effective on-site rescue plan with trained staff and proper equipment. Michael Gonzalez of United Steel Workers Local 5 in Martinez, which represents workers in oil refineries, calls confined space incidents quiet killers.
You don't typically see smoke, you don't typically see fire or an explosion. So it's not something that's spectacular. It's something that typically is going to be one person or a small group of people in an area, and a lot of times it's compounded by the would-be rescuers.
Statistics show that up to 60% of confined space deaths are to would-be rescuers who jump in to help when they see a downed worker without adequate preparation or equipment. Refineries, which feature many confined spaces, train teams of workers to stand by when an entry is necessary and be able to safely retrieve a worker.
We have our own rescuers that will respond to an incident, but even there, it's going to be a couple minutes before they even get to the site. They have to get set up. So again, that planning is so crucial, making sure that retrieval devices are in place before the job is started, making sure those kinds of rescue plans are set up before those rescues are even attempted.
Cal-OSHA teamed up with the Oakland Fire Department to show that even a highly skilled emergency response unit most likely won't be able to get to a work site as fast as an in-house team or a contracted standby team. Mark Hoffman, interim Oakland Fire Chief, shares Cal-OSHA's concerns.
In my own career, I've been to quite a few confined space rescues. I personally have yet to be to one that was a permitted entry. It was always a situation where somebody was cutting corners, where the workers were poorly trained, where it was somebody trying to do it on a shoestring. It's a shame when we go to emergencies where people could have avoided the injury.
Cal-OSHA inspectors have been instructed to look carefully for confined spaces when doing inspections.
Going to be looking for a good comprehensive program that the employer has really looked to find out if there are confined space hazards, marked them, posted them, that they have training for supervisors and workers, and that they have a rescue plan, an on-site rescue plan with the right trained staff who can be there immediately and protected and equipped to enter confined space and do the rescue safely.
With Cal-OSHA determined to eliminate confined space deaths, the agency is ramping up its education and enforcement model.
Employers are on notice. We will be looking, and because if there isn't a good training program, if there isn't a good on-site rescue, we're just going to see more tragic deaths.
This is Kevin Thompson for Cal-OSHA Reporter.